Man, to spend some money. Spent some money. Now I just gotta adjust it because it's just off just a little. I don't know how to adjust it. I don't know how to adjust it. It's off just a little. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going over here. Going over here. I start every video with a smile. Look, man. Showing more of a body shot. Clean these glasses. It's crazy because I had my hair all the way up earlier. You know, it's part of the hair growth journey. But yeah, I just spent a little money. Look, about $50. I wanted to try an affordable version of the one that follows you. Look at that. Oh, there's a remote to this. Yeah, here's a remote. There's a remote, but I do not know how this works. I don't really want to mess with it because it is doing what it's supposed to do. Like if I move over here, it's following me. You know, so that's the cool part. So we got it. Okay, just get to the subject. Right, we're back in the hot sauna. YouTube. Let's put social media, especially YouTube, is like a giant encyclopedia. Now, there's a lot of different characters in this encyclopedia, so some people are going to give you more details and stuff. Some people are not. You still have to research on your own, but it's a good base. It's a base of information. So one of the things I was looking at is, in the base of information is what is the benefits of being in a sauna? What is the benefits of the hot sauna? And that information you're able to find on YouTube. Hold up. What is this doing? No, that don't do anything. Ain't no way they're supposed to be doing anything. Oh, so is that the light? Huh. What is that doing? So they're supposed to take a camera shot. I don't think that does anything. So we have a charging port. 10,000 milliamps is doing the light in the background, but let's take this light down a little. I don't think this. Oh no, there's the light going up, and then we go through the light spectrum. It only has a couple of them. So interesting. We got some new technology working with. But what I was saying earlier, just going about YouTube, using YouTube as a base of information. Where am I getting information from? Back in the day, we had the world famous encyclopedias. You had your dictionaries, or you had your other specialty books, and you had to buy those books, and that's where you got your information from. And who to say what they talking about is true and exact? Are they telling you the truth? You don't know. You still have to study these things. So what I've been doing is on YouTube, I've been looking at videos on hair growth. I've been looking at videos on detoxing videos. Well, I understand the detox part a lot, but I'm getting into specific detoxes now, like using the sauna, cold water therapy. Fasting is a huge one right now for me. Fasting is getting into a fast. I started another. I did a 5-day fast, and I came off of it good the first day. Second day, I effed myself up, and that's why my knee is swollen right now, because all of it kicked in hardcore. People are commenting, "How are you doing? Greetings." So, now I'm starting another fast because I have blood work coming that I got to do. If you're older and if you have access to doctors, find you a good doctor and use it. Once again, it is a base. It is a base of information, because when stuff starts hitting the fan, you don't want to be scared. You don't want to be feared. And there's going to be some people on here like we got a conversation with a guy the other day talking about fasting, and what he was saying was right. But what I was actually saying is everybody isn't that individual, and that's what I had to learn. That everybody ain't me. Everybody don't think like I do. Ain't nobody really think like I do. They're not going to think like you do. They're not going to do what you do. You can only be a base of reference, a base of information for individuals, and that's it. So I do the same thing as everybody else. I use the internet as a base of information. It's trying to get this thing. It's like it's right off center. So it's trying to get it to be where it's a base of information where, that's what I'm using it for. Maybe this is trying to take it over. That ain't doing it. They give a remote to this thing and then remote, who knows what it's doing. All right, so like I say, you get a baseline of information. You take that information, then you start compiling information on top of that to learn more. So that's what YouTube, social media is supposed to be. It ain't just supposed to be entertaining, and it's not supposed to be overly informing you, where it's just so much information. It's called, you will get information overload after a time. One of the biggest things about information, if anybody who experienced this can agree, something. Say you are the world's most knowledgeable person on fasting, and you get a novelist who comes in and learns a couple things, and they want to sit in a 15-20 minute conversation and tell you about fasting. They may not know your name exactly, that you are the world's most informed person on there. That's a part of information overload. A lot of times, or I'll say this in a religious aspect. I grew up Southern Baptist in the South of America, United States, and you would go to another region or another state or another church in another region, and people would try to baptize you all over again. It's like, man, have you given your life to God? And I'm like, when does it stop? When does people trying to convert you into something or tell you something? The most beautiful thing is information is out there. YouTube allows you to go search what you want to search for, and you find that information, you start studying on it. When you've had enough of that information, remember to stop it off of your people like, well, I started looking at apricot videos, and I just get so many apricot videos. Go into your history and clear your history. It starts over. Go into your history, clear your history out. It starts over. Right now I'm playing a video game that I beat once. I just beat it last year, or maybe in 2023, maybe not even 2024. Maybe this was 2023 when I beat this game. Red Dead Redemption 2. And I didn't like how I played it because I played it in 2018 when I got it for like a month or so. Then I got into a relationship for like 2 years and then kind of put it on the side. Then I didn't really feel it. And now it's 7 years since I bought it. It's one of the greatest games of all time. And I'm going back in it, playing it from the very beginning, doing a whole different mindset. And I'm just looking at videos because, one of the things I did on the first one, there was a trick to get unlimited gold. Like, look, I'm messing with this camera. Look, it's unlimited gold trick. So once again, that's YouTube. That's information. You can search and get that information. Now we don't have, I don't even know, is there such thing as the Encyclopedia Britannica? Because I didn't learn about hair growth in the encyclopedia or the dictionary. I didn't learn about red onion juice and coconut oil. I didn't learn that from there. I learned it from YouTube. And so we try stuff if it's safe. You know, sometimes I look at videos, firearm videos, and the vast majority of them are, you know, they're pretty safe. They're focused, they're safe and stuff on there. But then you run across the ones that are not. Add a Q&A sticker. Hello to you too. Man, it just giving more information. But you know, you look at the firearm video, you don't want to be doing anything, but you need the basics. So the basic thing is how to basically handle a firearm. You know, that's just basic training. That's what it is, basic. So you want to look for basic stuff. And that's what YouTube is perfect for. It's basic information that should be able to refer you to more professionals in that field. Sitting up here messing with his hair. But what we're trying to grow is that strike right there. That's not to say the word trying. That's the journey right there. That's one of the biggest journeys right there. We're thankful for the hair on the side too. But one of the biggest journeys is right down that line. It's right down that line. So we're in the sauna. The sauna ain't on, by the way. If it was on, I'd be super sweaty and my stuff would be malfunctioning right now. So it's still warm in here because I am semi starting to sweat. But we're about to crank it up because, like I say, my knee is on Friday, I was standing. I left work, went home, got dressed. It's the Halloween season, so I went to an event, and I did a lot of walking. Did a lot of walking in that event and stuff like that. Oh, man, thank you, sir. Look at that. Mr. McCullough. We thank you, sir. We send you peace, health, wealth, gratitude always, sir. Man, gift is $5. Wait, somebody else put a message on here. You like arcade games? Wait, you like arcade games? Tekken? Are you saying Tekken or Taken? Taken is your boy Leland Neeson. Tekken, I think, is the game. Maybe you're talking about Tekken. Maybe that's it. If you could elaborate. So, all right. So yeah, we really got to crank it up. But like I said, my knee swole. It got pretty bad on Friday night. I had to take certain pain medicines to go to sleep. Saturday, I wasn't able to go to the event again. Just when you can't walk, you can't walk. And standing on something painful is painful. So I keep trying to get this thing to center. It will not perfectly center. It's like somehow it's off just a little. Maybe this is what it needs to center on. Maybe this is it. I don't know. It's just barely off center. It's barely off center. But going back to the D, man, just being swole, can't really bend it. I'm moving very slowly. So that's not a good feeling. But what I learned is last night I got into the sauna for like 30 minutes. I went home. I felt a lot better. Like the medication kicked in even more. Going back to the YouTube videos, you learning information. It talked about vasodilation, stuff like that, where your body, dilates to be able to do this stuff. And I felt so much better, so that's why I'm back in here again. I'm back in the sauna. So we're going to see the benefits of the hot sauna once again. We put in a hair treatment. Hopefully that's going to get into the scalp more. Like I say, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot at one time, trying to do what we got to do. So that being said, we're about to crank this in. I wanted to test out this camera as it follows you around. And that's why I say hold up. Let's go higher with it. That's probably it right there. That's probably why it was probably on my chest more. You know. They don't move too fast with you, but it moves good enough. It's pretty awesome. You know, somewhat now, still a little off. Yep, still just a little off. It's like right there. You want it to be centered right there. Right there. Just trying to get it to come over just a little. I don't want to push that side button, but we've had enough fun dealing with this. Other people are coming into the gym. This is a very popular place. I'm about to crank up the heat, and we're gonna get some healing going. So, detox time. Peace, health, wealth, gratitude always. As I leave you with a smile. All right, gotta go. Bye-bye.